I'd like to call the meeting to order. Roll call.
Mr. Vieira?
Here.
Councilwoman Vogt will be absent this evening. Mrs. Wittes?
Here.
Dr. Selly?
Here.
Mr. Dangler?
Here. Can you please stand for Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
And to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act and posted as required by law.
Thanks.
I need a motion to approve the minutes from the September 25th.
So moved.
2000
Second.
Mr. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes. Consideration of ordinances for public hearing and final consideration. We have none. Ordinances for introduction. The first reading of ordinance 1719 entitled Ordinance Revising Chapter 103 entitled Alcoholic Beverage by amending Section 103.4 Limitations on Location of the Code of the City of Long Branch. I need a motion to introduce on the first reading, advertised and posted according to law, and set the public hearing for October 23rd, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Roll
Mr.
call.
Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes. This is the first reading of ordinance 1819 entitled Bond Ordinance Providing for Various 2019 Capital Acquisition and Improvements for the City of Long Branch in the County of Monmouth, State of New Jersey, appropriating $3,735,400, therefore authorizing the issuance of $3,550,130 bonds or notes of the city to finance part of the cost thereof. I need a motion to introduce on the first reading, advertised and posted according to law, and set for public hearing of November 19th, 2019.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Vieira?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes. Public portion, resolution, and general comments. I need a motion to open up the public portion of the meeting for all comments.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? If anyone in the audience has any comments to make, please step to the microphone and state your name and address clearly for the record. You will be given 5 minutes and may only speak once.
Good evening, Mayor Paul and council members. My name is Anita Claiborne. I live on 161 Garrett Drive in Long Branch. I am speaking tonight to invite all of you to the Monmouth County Democrats Disability Caucus meeting on Tuesday evening, October 15th, at the Long Branch Street Public Library from 6 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. We will have a discussion of the advocate counts given by Sophia Lambertson. I would like to invite Dr. Vogt to give insight on advocate counts. which will allocate $1 billion from the state that will be used to fund special education, the special education program. We will also discuss making polling and election sites fully accessible and video conferencing in our meetings. We are also looking for volunteers to help out at the Long Rest Day on Sunday, October 20th, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. If anyone would like to come to the meeting and or to be involved, please feel free to speak with me or give me a call. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Vincent Lepore, 33 Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. 1 minute notification, please. The Watchdogs recently revealed a project on Atlantic Avenue and Ocean Boulevard. We had great interest in knowing why the people behind an proposed eight-story project, felt confident that they could go ahead and attempt such a thing. And we are still asking those questions, and we will eventually get to the bottom of it. The initial rejection by the building and planning director was appropriate in that that eight-story structure was non-compliant with the C3 zoning of the area for that use. However, it still raises the question, why did the people behind this project feel so confident to think that they could propose it? And the denial opens them up to go before the zoning board. We will be watching this one. The collateral damage from this, with the medical portion of this eight-story building, is that most people found out in the past week that Monmouth Medical is going to phase out, going to better grounds in Fort Monmouth, which would bring a matter up to this council. Every major city in this state fights to keep a hospital. Where is the fight to keep Monmouth Medical here? We're all familiar with the logo, the friendly city of Long Branch, the signs, and the parody of it with the bullet holes going through it, obliterating it. Certainly don't want to see bystanders in a high-crime city like this have no access to medical care and be transported to Fort Monmouth for their injuries. We fully expect the administration to make every effort to keep Monmouth Medical in Long Branch. On another matter, at the last council meetings, Ms. Selly, in her closing remarks, made a couple of statements in error. She stated, quote, "The man alluded to the audit and who conducted it. There was accusations made, so we had a full-blown audit." I submitted an Oprah on 9/27 based upon Ms. Selly's remarks at the last council meeting. And that Oprah requested, quote, "At the closing remarks of the September 25th council meeting, Councilman Selly stated a full-blown audit. Produced the record of the audit done." The response to this Oprah, open public records request, from both the financial administrator and the administrator himself, goes appropriately. From Mr. Jackson's office, "I have no documents or records of any kind related to the audit of the Long Branch Senior Center referred into Mr. Lepore's Oprah request." From the financial officer, "I also do not have any documents related to a senior center audit." Ms. Selly, you are wrong. Again. There was no, quote, full-blown audit done 2 years ago on the senior center because none of the records in the city produced it. The only audits were the ones that are the annual audits of the city, which I consistently referred to for the senior center as being clean audits.
Mr. Lepore, you have 1 minute.
Thank you. Ms. Sully, you then stated further that I do not attend the senior center. No, I don't. I'm not of age. Second of all, in 2006, you motioned to have me thrown out of the senior center in a meet and greet with the congressman. I was with a bunch of seniors there on the eminent domain matter. When I asked the congressman about eminent domain, you stood up, threw your arms in the air, in a motion to have me thrown out. The senior director wouldn't do it, and the people in the audience wouldn't tolerate you having me thrown out. So you should get that record straight as well, Miss Selly. And I may add, the blood of those seniors, they went to their grave, fighting for their homes from this city's eminent domain abuse, of which you had a heavy hand on, Miss Selly. You have their blood on your hands. And this is what the rest of the team members of Palone joined. Miss Wittes, you joined somebody with blood on her hands. And a mayor who lies and charades and manipulates. Continued junk government.
Anyone else?
The public section?
Yes, it is, sir.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Ernest McNolly. Born and raised in Long Branch. I live in Asbury Park now. I re-opened the tax-exempt lists, pilot programs, development of Lower Broadway, homes, mansions, and things in Long Branch that are not just the same in amount, but there's more, and more, and more. And we all remember the campaign. How can this happen? People living in Harbor Mansion in a $800,000 condo, and they say, well, I have a friend come over on the weekend, and we talk a little bit about religion, and then we file papers with the state. So when I actually went through the list, went to the tax person here, and went through the list, I don't know if mortify is not a good word. It's more like, you know, we thought it was like Adam Schneider's Long Branch. It was just part of it for 28 years. But you know what? Since what, July of 18? A lot more going on. A lot more added. And then the thing is always from the council, SEL, council, the city council. Well, you know, these are deals made prior to us. Well, you know what? Sometimes people get elected to fix what was done in the past as well. You can't just say, well, let's go forward. Let's just focus on Lower Broadway. Well, let's focus on Lower Broadway. It's a polluted tract of land. Everybody knows it. The bank that Adam Schneider used for a campaign headquarters, when I saw the news blurb, it said, Bank of America donates bank. And somebody said to me, yeah, they're talking about Memorial and Broadway. I said, they can't be. That building is so polluted, right? And of course, they're talking about the one up on Broadway and Branchport. So the idea is, I put something on Facebook. I said, well, now they're going to use it for economic development. And you're right, you're going to use it for economic development, to build more condos, to build more things that people can't afford, to raise the taxes on the homeowners on 3rd Avenue, Bath Avenue, Westwood, everywhere else, while the opulence takes place at the $12 a cup of coffee Pier Village. That place is a disgrace, really. And every time I ride up and down where I was born, and I look building after building of people abusing this city, abusing the tax, the school system with the pilot programs, not paying into it, just using it for a write-off, coming a few months out of the year. not contributing anything, and yet they're given everything. They're given everything. That's why they can afford those prices. Takanessi Lake. You know, I don't agree with the DPW manager, Mr. Zuba, at all. That place is a disgrace, you know. And why? Well, as a favor, he got the job. There's a better man who should have got the job. Now, I'd like to know how many times has Mr. Zuba failed the test to be the official DPW person? Is it 3? You haven't taken it? You've never taken it? You've never taken it? Oh, what? I'm sorry. You've never taken it? No, that's not my question. Have you ever taken it?
Mr. Vignoli,
already answered the
Mr. Vignoli, could you direct your comments to us,
Okay.
please?
Has the DPW person ever taken before and failed the DPW test? That's all my question is simple. Yes or no?
You know, it's really not simple because I apologize, but I don't quite understand what you're saying. or
Why? I could
asking.
talk about what I want, can't I? I'm talking about what I consider an unqualified person that's left that Takanessi Lake like a
Mr.
disgrace.
Zuba is highly qualified. Highly
No,
qualified.
okay, then, all right, if you don't want to accept that, then, exactly why did he get the position? Should we talk Mr. Stein at all? Come on, Mayor, please. I was right in the election. So anyway, let's talk Takanessi Lake. Are you proud of that, the way it looks? It's a dump. Trucks go in there and they're dumping stuff in there. I said to Mr. Zuba, how about cutting some of the wildlife? He says, oh, no, it's part of, the ducks like it. They're weeds. They're as big as oak trees now. They gather rats and mosquitoes and drug addicts. The place is a dump. My sister got married there. It was the envy of the world to take your pictures by the Takanessi Lake or to go on your lunch break and put something in the water and fish for a little bit. You kidding me? I wouldn't even put a piece of bait in that water. It's so toxic. It's a disgrace. You're here over a year, Mayor. Nothing happening with it. Go walk in the back and enjoy with all the ticks and everything and and drug addicts back there and gang signs all over the thing sprayed.
Mr. McNolly.
I'm done. Gee, I wish I had more time. Thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
For miscellaneous business and for good of the order, Councilman Vieira.
Resolutions.
Take the list of reservations.
Oh, I'm
Other
sorry, yes.
resolutions.
Yes. Forgive me, I skipped the part. We can take the list of resolutions as a consent agenda. Can we have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Viera,
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes. Applications. I need a motion to approve the list of applications.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Viera,
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly?
Yes.
Mr. Dangler?
Yes. Now we will have, for the good of the order, miscellaneous business. Councilman Vieira.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. And tonight, very nice to come out on a different night. We changed it out. And happy holidays for everyone. And thanks again. Not much to say today. Thank you for coming.
Councilwoman Wittes.
Yes, I also would like to thank everyone for coming out this evening, and I personally would like to thank Mr. Zuba for all your hard work this summer. It was a great year for everyone who enjoyed the beaches, and you did an awesome job, and I'd like to say thank you for that. And, hope everyone had a great holiday this week, and look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you.
Councilwoman Selly.
I would just like to remind everybody about the parade on Sunday. It starts at 1 o'clock. We'll start at the middle school and go up Bath Avenue come down Broadway, and then down Morris. I'd like to see a lot of the community involved come out and cheer us on. Thank you very much, and happy Columbus Day.
Mayor Pallone?
So I was going to speak about, first off, thank you all for being here and have a great weekend. Dr. Sella just spoke about the Columbus Parade. So the only thing I'm going to add is we also have Long Branch Day coming up on Sunday, October 20th, which is not this Sunday, but next Sunday. That's from 1 to 4 p.m. Join us for a fun day of food, family, friendly activities. And if you'd still like to be a vendor, please call Lisa Kelly at 732-222-3900. And again, thank you all for being here this evening.
I'd certainly like to wish a belated Jewish holiday. Hopefully everyone atoned. And on a very exciting note, being a former band parent, for the second time in the history of Long Branch Board of Education and Long Branch Marching Band, this past weekend they won the Yamaha Cup. Again, this is only the second time, and those of you who certainly grew up here in Long Branch and know that it's a part of Long Branch history and it's a part of Long Branch football. So it's a very proud moment for Mr. Clark and the Board of Education. So I just want to congratulate them. And I know the hard work, the late nights, and all of that good stuff. So again, congratulations to them and to the students. And enjoy Columbus Day. And for the people who are watching, parents, don't push the kids out of the way so you can get the candy and the kids don't get any.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Good night.